Hello, I just want to say I'll be signing on in the next few minutes. In the meantime, if you're joining this webinar, please introduce yourself in the chat so that we know where you're from. I will try my best to answer your questions as I go through this presentation. If not, I will definitely leave time at the end for some questions. So feel free to use the chat as I go along. I'll come back in a few minutes. Hello, hello. Welcome to this webinar. Just want to make sure, can everybody hear me correctly? Or if you have any issues, please write your comments in the chat. I'm going to definitely enter that right now. So, great. Well, then, my name is Maude, and I'm part of the Learning Services team at Royal LePage Canada. I want to wish you a warm welcome to Royal LePage, and I want to thank you for taking the time today to join me while I do this presentation. This webinar will approximately be 45 minutes, give or take. Over the course of this webinar, I'd like to cover the following topics that you see over here. Free to ask questions using the chat function that you see. As I said before, I will try my best throughout this presentation to answer your questions. Don't worry though if I fail to do so. I will definitely look at those questions at the end of the presentation if I didn't. But I think I'm going to keep a fairly good eye on what you guys are going to be asking me. So I hope that I'll cover most of what you want to hear today. Now, being part of Royal LePage means that you're part of an entirely Canadian company. So we take pride in the fact that we're 100% Canadian owned and operated, and that we have a presence across Canada. You'll find Royal LePage offices in every provinces, which means that there are plenty of opportunities for referrals from other Royal LePage agents coast to coast. Royal LePage is Canada's real estate company. Now, if you didn't know, since 1913, Royal LePage has been helping Canadians buy and sell their homes and support their communities. To us, real estate is as much a passion as it is a business. That's why we have continually led the industry in offering high-quality real estate services. Page was one of the first to use descriptive ads at in-home in newspapers. Also was one of the first to take pictures of homes and bring those to the clients. You can see how that concept has transformed into feature sheets of today. He also would take clients to see houses by car instead of them traveling by bicycle, which was fairly common at the time. When Albert LePage founded the company, he was a pioneer whose innovation and belief in customer service transformed real estate in Canada. It is in the spirit that has inspired many industries first, from offering virtual tours to launching a website. A. LePage was also a founding member of the Toronto Real Estate Board, and the company has always set the highest quality standards in the industry. Now, the list of available material that we offer you are brand guidelines, work marks and logos. We offer one-page sell sheets and ads, social media covers, branded stationery, and also Smart Studio listing kits templates, which I'll show you after where to go get all of that information. We also have print and digital, agent and broker focused. The 2017 edition available for purchase on the red market, which I'll show you also after. It is full of great articles and information to recruit exceptional realtors to your brokerage. On Royal LePage tools and services, list of training, workshops, and webinars, top trends articles from industry experts, and a message from the CEO, Phil Soper. We understand the importance of social media, and we are connecting with more people on social media, gaining new followers and likes on a regular basis. The marketing department has created branded holiday and seasonal social media covers for Facebook and Twitter for your leverage on your channels. And again, when I'll be going into the RLP network after, I'll show you where you can get all of that. You can also take advantage of the calendars, which takes advantage of exclusive Royal LePage branded calendar products to help you stay top of mind 365 days of the year. You can customize your calendars to prominently display your name, photos, and contact information. Benefit from special negotiated rates for Royal LePage realtors, direct delivery to your clients, and exteriors and interiors options available. You can see the link right down here if you want to order. Now, being part of Royal LePage also means that you're part of a growing company. We have over 17,000 sales professionals in over 600 locations nationwide. Now, if you weren't aware, we're trying to reach 20,000 realtors by 2020. Royal LePage is experiencing incredible momentum. We're more than doubled since 2002. Market shares in Manitoba, Ontario, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia. We're also #1 in more than 105 markets across Canada, which you can see as the red dots on the map over here. Our relentless goal is to be #1 in every single market across Canada. As you can see, we're on our way there. Side. This is why Royal LePage is the voice of Canadian real estate, sought after by influential reporters across all media channels to comment on our industry, reports expensive surveys, and to provide an expert opinion on what matters in Canadian real estate. Here's some example of different media outlets that have mentioned Royal LePage in the last year. We are truly the media's go-to source for Canadian real estate information. In 2017, Royal LePage had 2.2 billion impressions across media outlets. Represents every time a reader of a news source reads an article that references Royal LePage, whether online or offline. Now about our outstanding leadership. Phil Soper, the CEO and president of Royal LePage, has worked in defining the company's vision and communicating it with impact across Canada. This has been a demonstration of how communications can be a game changer in business strategy and business results. In 2002, tripled revenue and doubled agent count. Phil is a very active and engaged with the network, and you are likely to meet with him at award ceremonies or conferences in your region throughout the year. Very active on social media, and you'll notice his Twitter handle at the bottom right-hand corner, right over here. So you can follow him to hear some of his insights about the real estate market. About Riz Media, our e-leadership award. Okay, so it's designed to honor an industry visionary who embraces innovation and exercises resilience to blaze new paths to success for real estate professionals and consumers alike. FYI, it's sponsored by Buffini and Corporation, but is presented by RLS Media. Now, at the same time, we know that it is important to give back to the community in which we live and work, and so that's why we are the only national Canadian real estate company with its own charitable foundation. The Royal LePage Shelter Foundation is Canada's largest public foundation dedicated exclusively to funding women's shelters and violence prevention programs. Every dollar raised goes directly to helping to more than 30,000 women and children who are served each year by the shelters and support programs we fund. Since 1998, we've collectively raised more than $24 million. Because Royal LePage Canada covers the administrative costs of the Shelter Foundation, 100% of the funds that you raise and donated goes to support the cause. Thanks to the contribution of our agents in support of the Shelter Foundation, Royal LePage was recognized as the Outstanding Corporate Citizen for 2015 by the Canadian Franchise Association and was a proud recipient of a 2016 Canada's Volunteer Award in the category of Business Leaders for its outstanding support of local communities. Despite our tremendous success, we understand that the success of the company depends on the success of our agent, and as such, we aim to provide high-quality service and support. One of the ways we do this is through our customer care team, who are here to provide tech support for all the online tools provided by Royal LePage, including royallepage.ca, your Royal LePage email, the RLP network, which is the intranet site for agents only, and more. Keep in mind that customer care can be reached Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. We also support our agents by providing the latest information as to what's happening both at Royal LePage and within the real estate industry as a whole. Our communications team shares this information in a variety of formats, so you can choose what style works best for you. LePage in your email communication, on the RLP network, and through our blog, Leading Edge. If you subscribe to the blog, you will receive an email notification every time a new article is posted. Royal LePage provides industry-leading online tools, including the RLP network, our intranet site, which means it's accessible to agents and Royal LePage staff only and will allow you to connect to our various products and services. The RLP network was designed to be your gateway to productivity. From the RLP network, you can also access Smart Studio, an online tool that is combination CRM and marketing site. And like I said before, we will go into Smart Studio soon and we'll cover some of the basic. I'll be doing the same with the RLP network, by the way. The most powerful tool that Royal LePage provides is our website, royallepage.ca. Includes not only our desktop website, but also our mobile website and app for iOS. Royal LePage website is a key destination for real estate research in Canada, and we have over 39 million visits to our website from October 2016 to October 2017. Here is royallepage.ca. As you can see, the focus on the website is for consumers' research through listings, but what I'd like to focus on today is the Find an Agent option right over here. So that's accessible for all customers looking for a realtor in their area. So when they search for a realtor, they'll be able to see your profile for whatever you indicate in the RLP Network's profile section, which we'll take a look at after. All sales representative and licensed assistants have a profile on royallepage.ca to help you market yourself and your listings. It's really important that you take the time to fill out your profile so that visitors to our site will be able to connect with you. It's especially valuable because for the majority of people, when you Google yourself, your profile on royallepage.ca will rank towards the top of the research results, and in many cases, it will rank higher than your personal website. So that's why it's very important to have a picture, as you see over here, because if someone was to pop up and look for your name and didn't see anything there, I think they'll have a higher time to want to engage with that person. Updated your profile, it will look like what I just showed you right here. It's not very engaging or professional looking either. However, if you take a few minutes to update your profile, you can create a much more complete profile. You can include a photo, your designations, your awards, as well as a complete bio section. You can also provide social media links and a link to your own website. And like I said, we'll be doing that after. And just to keep note, whatever you fill out on your profile in the RLP network is also pulled into the Smart Studio application. So I'm going to invite you to join me into the RLP network if you haven't been there before. So I'm just going to sign out of this presentation and go to the website. Now, I'm just going to log off so that you see what it's supposed to look like. So first, in the address bar, you should be entering rlpnetwork.com. Once you're there, you will end up on this welcome page. Now, if you're not sure of how to sign in, you should have been given a royallepage.ca email address. So that's how you sign in. Just want to mention that after you logged in the first time on your computer, you will no longer need the end at royallepage.ca. You will just need the first part of it. But if it's the first time that you do this, you need to enter your full email address and, of course, the password that was provided to you by your office. Once you do that, you just need to click on Login. And of course, with a good internet connection, you should be able to get in quickly, like so. All right. Now, like I was saying first, what's very important is to have a good complete profile. If you notice, mine is at 100%. Let me show you what I had to fill in to be at that percentage. So you just need to click beside your name. There's a little arrow, and you click on Profile. Now, the first part that I would suggest that you do is to get a profile picture. If you see here, you just need to click on that area where if you've never entered like a silhouette, so you click on the image section that you want to upload a new picture. Now, you accept the conditions, and then it will let you go pick a picture from your computer. Now, I'm not going to do that right now, but I just wanted to show you where to go for that. If we keep going, you start with the basic information. So if you can see, you can change your name and also the name that's going to appear on your profile. If you keep going down, you can indicate what type of, what do you do for the company. Here, RLP Google account is definitely the royallepage.ca address that was provided to you. However, if you prefer receiving your correspondence somewhere else, you have the choice to indicate it here where it says preferred email address. And whatever account you put here, that is where any publication sent by the office or headquarters will be sent to you. And once you're done with that section, we can then move on to contact information. Can indicate contact information where people can call you. Now, you'll notice that you can put all these contact numbers, but only the ones that you've selected the check mark button. So where you see my mouse is hovering over, the ones I want to appear on my Royal LePage page profile is the ones that have the check mark. So if I don't want my home phone number to appear, I just have to leave it blank. If we keep scrolling down, very important to pick your primary location because this is what's going to appear on the Royal LePage website. You can also enter your CREA ID, Centris ID if that's the case. Service. Now, some of us cover more than one territory. So for example, let's say I'm in the GTA, but I want to also say that I'm covering Ajax. You just need to click on Ajax and then find another location. So I'm just doing an example here. So let me just click. Let's assume I have Barrie as well. So I would have to hold on the control button on my computer and then click on Barrie, and I can make multiple selection at that point, like you can see here. Now, if you make a mistake, you can always clear your selection. Once you're done with that, you can click then on the Marketing tab. This is where you would indicate if you have any other profile on other social media platform. As you notice, you have to enter the HTTP URL with your username attached at the end. So if you're not sure what your username is, you just log in your account and copy paste on the home your profile page the address that appears in the address bar and put it in the right section. What this does is that it puts the logo of each of these platforms on your profile on the royallepage.ca page. Now, if you have a personal website, very important to add it over here. And now let's keep going. The next part would be skills and competencies. So I apologize, French accents here. So you have your professional designation, language spoken. So of course, same thing. If you speak more than one language, you hold on the control button to select more than one. Same thing, holding on the control button, and awards if you've been awarded any from Royal LePage. And finally, your bio. This is where you can talk about yourself, about maybe past experience in real estate, what you did prior, or if you work for another company, you can put it here so that people can follow up on who you are. Once you're done with all of this, I suggest strongly that you click on the Save button, because if you fail to do so, it will not auto-save on its own. So you would have done all of that work for nothing. You have to see profile updated successfully in green right on top over here to confirm that everything has been saved. So now, once you're done all of what I showed you, you should technically have 100%. Now, if you try to fill out as many of these categories and you still don't understand why you're not at 100%, I suggest strongly that you contact our customer care, and they'll be able to assist you in finding out why. Sometimes there are glitches. Sometimes it's just because you forgot to input some information that makes it 100%. Let me go back to my presentation. Now, if you weren't aware, Royal LePage has gone Google, but it's been a while for that. We have created an @royallepage.ca email address for you by default. Our email is powered by Google, so the interface uses the Gmail interface. However, we have one major advantage that the regular public that have Gmail accounts don't have, and that's 30 gigs of storage space, which is double the size of public Gmail accounts. You can access your Gmail from anywhere, from any device, and it's all constantly syncing. So you can work from your office and then from your home computer, and everything you have done in one location is available in the other. Partnering with Gmail also allows us to provide you with access to the other Google apps, including Drive, Hangouts, and Calendar. To learn more about how to use these various features, you can attend our Building Your Tech Toolkit webinar series. I'll tell you later where you can sign up for those. That webinar is offered once a month, and each webinar focuses on different kind of technology you can use in your real estate career. You can also watch recordings of past webinars anytime by looking through our library under past webinars. Don't worry, I'll show you where you can get that information in a few minutes. So if ever you have any questions about any Google apps, you do also have access to support.google.com that will give you support on these applications. Now, just to give you a quick review of what we just saw, we discuss the history and culture of Royal LePage, set up your profile, and discuss your @royallepage.ca email. We're going to keep moving now and talk about stay in touch with your database, and we're going to review Royal LePage tools and services right after that. At this point, I want to talk a bit about getting started in real estate. I'd like to get you to start thinking about your sphere of influence. Some of you might not be new to real estate, so I'm obviously right now speaking to the ones that are probably just started. Your sphere of influence is a term that we use to refer to everyone that you know, family, friends, acquaintances, and even people that you know that you've lost touch with. As you spend more time in the business, your potential clients and past clients will also make up your sphere of influence and should be added to your database of contacts. In your database of contacts, you'll collect some vital information about your sphere of influence, including their names, addresses, contact details, and how they'd like to be communicated with. You can log this information in Smart Studio, which is a free CRM that's offered by Royal LePage. Obviously, I'm not saying that you have to. You can also use your own CRM, but we have this tool that's great to do that if you have not started. I'd encourage you to reach out to your sphere of influence to let them know that you've joined Royal LePage. Whether you're new to Royal LePage or new to real estate completely, share the news about this latest development in your career, and who knows, they may know someone who is looking for a realtor. You can also use Smart Studio to help you reach out to your sphere of influence. There are some great templates in the system, and to find them, you just need to log in Smart Studio, and I'll show you these templates while we go through this workshop. Now, as you begin reaching out to potential clients, you will eventually schedule a listing appointment with someone to help you develop your listing presentation. We've developed some professionally designed, fully downloadable, and customizable PowerPoint presentation. There are 3 different versions, one for a listing presentation, one for a buyer presentation, and one for a sell by owner presentation. Each is full of information about real estate and are great tools to show your clients that you're an expert at what you do. They can be downloaded from the RLP network. And again, will be shown. Now, before I go, I just want to tell you that we will be going into the RLP network, and I'll show you access to everything I've been talking about throughout this presentation. But before I go in there, let me quickly tell you about other tools that you have access to in regards to what you can present to your clients. First thing, Carriage Trade will allow you to work with the luxury real estate market. It was designed to showcase the most distinguished homes in Canada. Generally speaking, those homes are about 3 times the average price of a local area, or 4 times the price in the Greater Vancouver, Calgary, Montreal, or Toronto region. Homes that qualify as Carriage Trade benefits from being able to use the exclusive signage, extra advertising on the Carriage Trade website, and enhanced marketing and promotional tools. We have Smart Studio, which is new since March of last year, 2017. Smart Studio is a powerful tool that automates and grows your business. The Royal LePage Smart Studio integrates a CRM and other critical business and marketing functions to help you be more productive. Optimize your database, market yourself and your listings to grow your business from a single time-saving application provided to you at no additional cost. All leads funneled into one place, regardless of source. Rank and classify your leads and your existing contacts. We have action plans, automate your work for leads, buyers, sellers, and past clients. Automated drip marketing nurtures repeat, referrals, and new business. Web tours, social posts, and more created automatically. Integrated with Google Tools, royallepage.ca, RLP Network, and ClientClick. Go into Smart Studio, and I'll be able to show you how you can do that through the RLP Network, and how the RLP Network profile also goes all into Smart Studio. We'll be doing that after all of this. I'll be talking about ClientClick first. ClientClick is our preferred partner for real estate leads. They're the same company that have worked on Smart Studio. Their websites cater specifically to real estate professionals. Their website have a lot of great features, such as having your listings published directly to their site. There's a social media integration, a lot of stock articles and images to use, lead capture forms, as well as proprietary Royal LePage content. All of ClientClick's sites are optimized for mobile use. They offer 2 different levels of service. There's the Agent Essential sites for $169 a year and the Agent Elite sites for $299 a year. To learn more about ClientClick, look in their section of the RLP Network under the Marketing tab. Again, I'll show you where you can get a 60-day free day trial with them, and you can get an idea if you'd like to use them to host your actual website. So let me actually get out of here and show you everything that I just talked about. Like I said, it's all in the RLP Network. So now just let me click on the home button here. Just to let you know, when you log in the RLP Network, if you want to find out about any news that are current, it should appear over here in that section that I'm hovering my mouse over. Of course, you can also access the calendar of big events right down here. The first tab I really want to show you, though, is the Marketing tab. And this is where you can get a lot of information. Just to let you know, you can find out about Carriage Trade, which is what I was talking about before, by clicking over Carriage Trade over here. And then it gives you all these subsections that you can find out about. You have access to marketing resources. If you were not aware, these free things that you can use for your marketing. And one that you can use on your social media platform is the social media banners. If you click on that, you have access, very nice, professionally done banners that have different themes that you can put on your social media platform. And also, when we'll be going into Smart Studio after, you can also download these images to put on your marketing pieces, on your drip campaigns, and on your greeting cards if you want to create some. So you just need to click on download, and then from that point, use them on your marketing pieces. It is all free. If we go back to the Marketing tab over here, you can have access to client presentation. This is those PDF presentation that was those PowerPoint presentations, sorry, that we were talking about before, that you can customize with your own things, personalize. You click on each one of them, you can download the presentation to your computer. And you also have access to information about ClientClick website over here. So if you want to find out more about this, you can try your 60 days here. I'll show you a second place where you can get your 60-day free day trial, but this is one place to get it, and it gives you information about the different subscription. We also have a team package if you're part of a team. And if you have any questions in regards to Client Click, you have access to their email address over here and their phone number right down here. Let me go back. And just to let you know, if you wanted to access directly to your website, you could click Access Client Click right on that button here that I'm hovering over. Now, let me go back to the marketing button on top of the page of our RLP network. I want to go to Smart Studio, which is right here. I'm going to click on that. Now, it gives you a brief description of the tool that you have access to. You have a nice video introducing you to Smart Studio and also video tutorials for different sections of Smart Studio. Now, of course, these are just a few. I think there's over 15 videos right now for Smart Studio. You can see them all by clicking the link over here. But to launch the actual application, if you've never been in there, you just click on Launch Smart Studio like this, and it will open a new tab, and it will log you in your actual profile. Now, just to let you know that you have in are going to be filtering through into Smart Studio. So where to view that. But before I do that, I just want to tell you that when you log in Smart Studio, you are right into the studio part where you can create your marketing pieces. How do you know that? Well, the icon is in red. A little bit on that page, you will see over here that you have access again to all the video tutorials that were created in regards to assisting you on doing different things with Smart Studio. But if you want to try yourself by just roaming through the whole thing, on the side here, this is the studio part. Business, it's the first thing I would suggest you go to, because this is where you can upload a different marketing picture than the one that's on the RLP network. Right now I have two because I've created two different personas. Now, why do I have the same picture? Good question. I would like to delete this one, so I'm going to keep the second one and click delete. And if I want to add a new picture, I just need to click on New Persona, upload a file, or I could have technically dragged it from my computer. So upload a file. I can go to my headshots. Then you find the right picture. Let's say I want this one over here. And now I have a second persona on my platform. So if I want to have two different pictures to use on my marketing pieces, I've now added them to Smart Studio. Let me go back to the studio part, because like I said before, you can definitely create promotional pieces to let people know who you are, like business cards. So under Design Gallery that you see right under Promote My Business, you can go under Show, Just Business, Design Type, what type of product you want to create. Now it's uploading all my Just Business products. And you see there's 2 pages of different products. So you can just tell people, advertise, oh, you know what, I'm a new realtor in your area. You can have your business card. So let me just right now click on a business card, and you can pick from a few here. Let's say you want one with your picture on it. You click on the one that you're interested in. And then you confirm that you want this design by clicking on Choose This Design. And then from this point, you get to pick your persona. So let's say I want to pick this picture over here. So I click on it. You'll see how the surrounding is in red. I click on Next. And now I can see an idea of what the card is going to look like. The information found over here where I'm hovering my mouse is found from the RLP network. Okay, so if it's not correct in the RLP network, appear correctly here. So just to show you that you can still change information yourself without having to have entered it in the RLP network. So let's click on one of the lines. So maybe I want to say that I'm a learning consultant. And to confirm the change, I have to click on Insert Text. And now it's just updating the card. live. I can definitely change the information here if I want to. I can also change the Royal LePage logo, either from the one with the name of my brokerage or one without one. It's your choice there. And as I'm waiting for this to update, just to let you know, let's say the image, sometimes it will happen that it will cut a part of your picture. And you are not satisfied with that. Obviously, you don't want just half your face showing on your business card. You can definitely update in place as well. I'm just waiting for this to update right now. I apologize. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Okay, so as I said, I click on the image section. You will see that you have access to listing photos. So right now I have no listing photos, but if I wanted to, I could pick from that. My photos are pictures that I've actually uploaded to Smart Studio. When you go in my photo section, you can upload through that upload button over here. I'm going to quickly show you what can be done here. So yes, I have clicked to go select a new picture for my business card, but let's say you wanted to delete some of them. You just need to click in the little box under the picture. Say like this. Let's say these pictures are irrelevant for my cards or for any projects for that matter. I can click on delete selected and they've been removed from the selection. So let's say I want to pick a different picture for my business card. I can go from one page to the next. So let's say I want to now switch to this picture over here. So I'm going to click on in the picture and you will see how I get to move that part. It cannot be made bigger. It will only be able to be made smaller. So if you wanted to crop it to a smaller part of it, you could do so like this. And then once you're happy to confirm that you want this image, you need to click on crop. And now you'll see that that image has changed. And this should technically now appear on my business card. And if you've noticed, I didn't have to technically have this image in my profile from my business profile. I could technically change it myself over here. The reason why we allow you to do it in the profile section of Smart Studio is to make it faster so that you don't always have to upload a new picture at the time. Now, once you're done, I suggest you preview what it's going to look like before you print it. Marketing pieces, not only for your business card, but for any projects that you do in Smart Studio. And once you're done with that, you can save or just click on next. Next will save the project that you've just created. And then you'll have the option of doing a few things. Some will have more option, but right now for this, you can save it as a PDF. You can download as an image on your computer. Anyone that you've uploaded as contacts in Smart Studio. And if ever you have any questions in regards to do that, as I said, we have plenty of video tutorials in regards to that, the contact section of Smart Studio. And you can also share on different social media platforms. You just click on that, and it gives you access to all these different media that you can share your business cards. You can also email to other platforms that you might be using. If you notice, you have email here, email app, Gmail. You also have Yahoo and others that you can connect. You can also share and save on Google Drive. So if you want maybe one of your office administrator or someone in your office to confirm that it's a pretty good, good looking business card, you can share it with them through this save drive over here. And of course, if you're done with this and you actually want to get rid of it, you can delete it from here as well. So let me close this. Now, what are the parts of this that I wanted to show you? In a studio, if you haven't done so yet, there is an option for cruise control. So I suggest, if you want to create marketing pieces in this application, you click on cruise control. And any listing that will be activated will provide you with an already built-in kit of whatever marketing pieces you want to have. Okay, so first, you'll notice how you have enable listing kits on the top over here on the right. You need to turn it on by clicking, turning it red. The second part is to actually pick what design you want to use for your marketing pieces. To view the different templates, you have to click on the name, not in the box under, but on the name of the project. If you see it like that, I'm clicking on the name and it changed the template. Because it is highlighted on this one-sided feature sheet, it is showing me what the one-sided feature sheet is. But let's say I wanted to see what the postcard looked like. I have to click on postcard, and it will give me a preview of what it looks like. The next step, after you pick what design you like, what projects you want to be created by Smart Studio, you just have to click in the actual box beside the title of the project. Okay, so let's say you do not want a slideshow, but you do want the property card. You select what you want, and once you're done with that, you save. What's going to happen is that every time you get a new listing, an email will be sent out informing you that these marketing kits have been created for you, and I'll show you where you can get access to it. So first you can click on the link, or you can log in Smart Studio, and by going to promote a listing, which is found on the left over here, I don't have a listing, but I have a team listing over here. You will have to be approved. Those are all the projects that have been created for you. Do not worry, nothing has been sent out to anyone or to any social media platform. You need to review the piece beforehand. And by reviewing the piece, like I was showing you with the business card, you'll be able to change the pictures, you'll be able to change the script. And once you're done with that, you can save the final product and then publish and distribute accordingly. The other part I wanted to make sure that you look at when you start with Smart Studio is the settings button. So right on the top right, you click on that. Important to review your profile information, which is the first tab that you see on the top when you log in the settings. Just make sure that the information found here is correct. You cannot modify it in here. It has to be modified in the RLP network profile section in order to then go over into the Smart Studio application. If you have updated the RLP network and it's still not updating correctly here, you will have to contact customer care for them to fix the problem. If I keep moving, I would suggest that you look also at my company tab for the same thing, because whatever's appearing here is in regards to the brokerage you're working with. And of course, you want that information to appear on your marketing pieces. And once you're done, I do need to stress that you have to save by clicking the save button. It does not auto-save as you enter any modification. Well, the only thing that you can obviously change here is the block office admin access, which I don't recommend. But that is if you didn't want the admin to access your profile. And again, the only thing they can access is the marketing pieces. They cannot access your contacts, but you would be able to disable it over here. And the other thing that you can change is the company logo. You can add something here by choosing the file and save at the bottom. Another thing I suggest that you do is social media tab. If, again, you have social media platforms where you want people to connect and you want it to appear on your marketing pieces that you're going to create in Smart Studio, you just enter your username, not the URL of the application, but just your username. If you don't know your username, for example, I'm just going to log in Facebook quickly to give you an idea of how to get your username. So let me just sign in Facebook. All right, so I'm going to sign in my business page. You will notice that if you see where my mouse is hovering over in the address bar on the top, anything that's after .com, there's a slash bar. You copy paste what's in between the lines, and this is what you could then go put in the section over here. Now, I do need to stress, if you are new to Facebook and you've created a business page, you will see here, you're also on the business page, your handle or your username. It might say create a username here. So click on it if you haven't done so yet and make it relevant to who you are and your business. So let me just close this right now. So once you've done this, of course, you need to save. And what's going to happen is that whenever you create a marketing piece, the logos will appear under that. And also when you send out any emails in through Smart Studio, it will add your social media logos to it. Finally, the last tab that I think is very important to look at is your auto response. And here is what message that's going to come through to from your personal website or through royallepage.ca when they fill out the lead capture form. You want to make it personalized more than what we already created for you, because if you open it now, you'll see something written there already, but maybe customize it more to how you would actually speak to your clients. So you could say hello, or filling out the contact me form. And whatever you enter here, do not forget to save. If you don't, it will just revert back to whatever was in the box previously. So this is a quick tour of what I believe you would require to start with in Smart Studio. I also wanted to add that you can connect to the ClientClick website right here on the top. You have Site Builder as an option. If you click on that icon over there, in this case, because I'm already connected with ClientClick, I can edit my website straight from Smart Studio. If you've never connected to Smart Studio, you can just click. You should have a button that says Activate my 60-day free trial. Eventually, you will get an email asking you for a credit card number if you do want to pursue with this actual website. But hey, if you don't have one right now, I would suggest that you try it. It gives you a good idea of, maybe you think it's obviously a very good tool to have to attract leads to you and also have access to your properties. But I would maybe try it for 60 days if you don't have a website right now. And if you do, just try it anyways and have an idea of how easy it is to manage. Get out of here right now. Let me go back into the RLP network. Unless anyone has any questions in regards to Smart Studio, it's a good time to ask me in the chat box that you have right now. And I can maybe answer some of the questions in regards to Smart Studio. In the meantime, while I wait to see if anyone's going to write me any questions, I'll just move along with what you have in the RLP network. So again, in the marketing tab, the next thing I wanted to talk about actually is the red market and preferred supplier. So for that, I'll just go back to my presentation. So our exclusive partnership with our gold sponsors offer reduced pricing and valued added benefits. They're also they also show up at all our events. So please be sure to introduce yourself when they do show up. And if you want to find out more, you can see here, you go under the RLP network, under the marketing tab, and under our sponsors, you can find out what benefits you get with each of these companies. We also have our preferred suppliers, partnership with other companies offering you exclusive deals for their products and services. Now, some of the most popular ones include Staples for our office supplies, Address, Ad, Mail, and Good Life for our discounted annual gym membership. All of this information is available in the RLP network under the marketing tab, under preferred suppliers. We also have the Red Market e-store. The Red Market is a Royal LePage online store. Royal LePage branded gifts and promotional products are found here, many of which can be customized with your own information, such as your name and contact info. Now, I'll show you a quick look about it in a few minutes. Also, I would like to ask you to get involved. Events organized by your office and nationally throughout the year help support the Shelter Foundation. We also have a commission donor program where you can sign up to donate a portion of your commissions. You just decide the amount. All funds stay local. Women, children, and teenagers in your community escape violence and abuse. To sign up, please visit commissionbyyou.ca. The 10th Annual National Garage Sale for Shelter will take place this Saturday, May 12th, 2018. Ask your office how to get involved to it. Of course, you also have access to awards and recognition. While our collective success is achieved, we also ensure to recognize you for your outstanding sales achievement as you build your career through our comprehensive award programs. Each spring awards are given out in different regions. The criteria for each award really varies from market to market. Find out more about these awards galas at royallepageevents.ca or through the link here, RLP Network, Marketing, Awards, and Recognition. Now, here's a list of upcoming events. Now, the East Coast already took place on January 20th. Keep note of the other ones coming near you. And registration, like you see, have opened since December 2017. And if you go to this website, you can sign up to them. If you're not aware, next week is Chairman's Club's Retreat, which will take place in Sydney, Cairns, Australia from January 29th to February 4th. Now, the most prestigious of these awards is this one. It recognizes the top 1% of agents in our network. That's the top 170 agents. Being a part of the Chairman's Club means you have the ability to participate in this exclusive retreat. The 2017 Chairman's Club members, like I said, are going to Australia, and they'll be able to engage with other top producers across Canada. So the RLP network, like I said, gives you access to all of this information. So let me just go back in there and show you where you can get these links. All right, so right here under the marketing tab, as I was saying to you before, you can definitely get more information about the red market. And to actually log into it, you have to click on there. It's not opening. Let's see. Okay, it's just looking for it. All right. Well, it's taking a little bit of time. It could be my network. So I'm not going to, it's probably going to eventually open when I'm finished my sentence. But let me put a stop to it, actually. All right. So the other tabs, you can go view it yourself, and you can make purchases and see all the products that have Royal LePage logos on it and order them, and you can give them to your clients. Great way to connect with your sphere of influence. Now, we also have a training tab, providing you with multiple trainings that can assist you with your career as a realtor with Royal LePage. Now, we have our online training. If you click on that tab, you have numerous different sections. You have our webinar trainings. By clicking on that tab, this is where you can access the different type of webinars we've not only are going to be launching in the future, but also the ones that we've done in the past. Have training by our partners. So Buffini, Leaders Edge, and RI On Demand are also providers of great training that you have access to. You can get some designations only exclusive to Royal LePagers. By clicking on there, you have access to these different courses. And once you complete and we confirm that you've passed, we send you out these logos that will be added onto your Royal LePage.ca profile, and that you can also add to your marketing pieces. And you also get a certificate confirming that you passed these courses. You, of course, have access to guides and tutorials, and, of course, forms and policies in regards to your job as a realtor. I also wanted to show you that you can do some networking. So if you want to find out more about events in regards to Royal LePage, you click on this tab and you will have access to all of these taking place. Shelter, if you want to find out more about the Shelter Foundation, if you want to get involved, if you want to find out about awards that were given, you can click on all these different sections over here and get information about the Shelter Foundation. And of course, if you want to find out more about the commercial side of real estate with Royal LePage, you can find out through this tab called Commercial. I wanted to inform you about another section of training that we offer at Royal LePage. I'm going to log into it. Now, you'd think that royallepage.ca only is a place to go for customers wanting to purchase, but if you click in royallepage.ca/ your address bar, and I do need to stress to enter it in your address bar and not the search Google or whatever other search that you're using, because it's not going to be the top website appearing. It is very important to enter it in your address bar. Click enter. And eventually, it will open the correct website. Sorry for this. We're almost there. All right. So this is where you can register for workshops that are given by my team, the Learning Services team. We travel Canada twice a year, so springtime and in the fall. So as of March, if you can see here, starting early March 2018, we will have our schedule uploaded soon. And at this point, you will be able to register to a location near you and be able to attend live one of these workshops. It's always something related to your business. Now, the previous ones was unlock the power of your contact. The new one, well, I'm not going to but this is where you can find out what's going to be all about. You can also click on webinars to access future webinars that will take place and register straight from that link. So I'm just waiting for that page to load up. And eventually it will appear with all our upcoming webinars. It would appear where my mouse is turning around. And if you ever want to see past webinars recording, you have access to the library right under there as well. So that's another place to go to register to these webinars. Let me just back up because it's not loading. And of course, you have a contact us button on the homepage. Of course, I lost it. So about us, you can contact us and find out how you can find out more about, maybe you have questions about some workshops that we've provided, you can write to us directly at that email. Now we've reviewed everything that we wanted to cover for today. Important point to get out of this presentation is that Royal LePage is here for you to help you develop a successful business in real estate. I welcome you to Royal LePage. And like I said, if you have any questions or any issues with the tools that I presented today, customer care can be reached at this phone number over here. Dave, Patrick, Gisli, and Stephen are there to assist you. They're there, like I said, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Of course, if you have an issue on the weekend or something that's not of an urgent matter, you can email them at this email address over here. And again, if you have any questions in regards to maybe a presentation that we've given, maybe you want to find out more, maybe you've completed a designation, you can write to us at learningservices@royallepage.ca. I would ask you to refrain from calling this number that you see. Stephanie used to be the coordinator for Learning Services. She has now been promoted. She no longer answers to those calls. So please, while we find her replacement, just email learningservices@royallepage.ca, and one of us will take the time to respond to you as promptly as possible. So I really want to take the time to thank you for assisting this webinar. I will open the floor for questions if you have any. Maybe I've went too quickly over something. Maybe you have questions about some of the tools that we have to offer. This is definitely the time to ask them. Of course, I'm putting you on the spot. Maybe you're not thinking of any questions right now. Just to let you know that, like I showed you, you can email us at Learning Services, and one of us will try and answer you as quickly as possible. But is there anything that you guys have to ask me in regards to the tools on the RLP network? Smart Studio, sorry, Client Click, anything that we offer you to help you on your daily dealings as a realtor. Well, I see that no one is chatting away. Well, that's great. Like I say in my training classes, if it's a silent room, then I guess everybody's understanding. So thanks, Maureen. I appreciate you getting back to me on that. So no questions. All right. Well, again, I thank you very much for having assisted this workshop or webinar, I should say. And again, welcome to Royal LePage family. Have a good one. Bye.